You are listening to the Hiking Radio Network, where we talk the walk with shows by hikers, about hikers, for everybody.
This is the Hammock Hangers Podcast, where we hang out and talk about everything from hammocks and hammock camping to the group hangs from around the country. All right, everybody, we are back with yet another episode of the Hammock Hangers Podcast, and I am your host, Paul Collins, and I've got my trusty sidekick friend, Pheonix, with me.
Hello, everyone, from sunny Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yes, and you suck, because it is beyond
like
sunny here
maybe
in
75
Florida.
degrees here right now, with no humidity.
Yeah, and like I just said, to you a minute ago, I looked and I'm at 101 with 60% humidity here. But so I'm not going to be trying not to be real salty during this episode, but who knows?
Don't be a salty swamp butt, okay?
Yeah. Right. So, all right. Well, we got you on your phone and you are in the middle of a camp right now because, like you just said, you were out west on your, 10th vacation this year so far?
No. I'm going to need a
That's what it
vacation
seems like.
after this. I'm going to need a
After
vacation
this.
from Lake people.
Oh my God. That is funny. That is too funny. So
See,
I just
that's
wanted
the thing
to
about like these long trips. Like if you do them with people that you love, because at the end
Yeah.
you still may love them, but you may not like them a lot. And I'm at that point.
Well, are they putting up with you? Is the question. I mean, who's putting at this point? Who is putting up with who?
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh my God, that's funny. When are y'all coming back? How much longer you got?
So, we leave on Sunday to start heading back, and it's going to take us. Well, our plan is for it to take us 2 days to get back.
Okay.
So hopefully we can stick to that. Any knock on wood, no major snafus. We can get back because we'll start. Me and Dawn will start going back to school August 1st. I think is our first day back for pre-planning. So we're going to get back.
Okay, so you're trying to get back about a week before.
Yeah, because my son's birthday is technically my son's birthday is on Sunday, but we're going to celebrate it when we get back. And I don't know.
Okay.
He's saying something about a party. So, but yeah, we're going to get back and yeah.
Okay.
So we've been out here
right.
since we left July 5th, and we'll be back the 25th. So we'll be gone for about 20 days total.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll do a full in-depth episode after you get back and you've had time to decompress and get back to the normal Florida misery here.
I am not looking
but
back.
it's terrible, dude. Yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, I just wanted to catch up with you since you had a little bit of signal, just to see how things were going and hear about different stuff that you've done so far, different places that you've been, how things have been going, and with the hammocks and everything else.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm going to talk about this in a future episode, but this whole vacation has really been a game changer for me as far as a lot of things go, as far as not just hammocking, but also with hiking as well. I really have caught like a hiking bug while I was out here. Yeah, like I can hike and I don't hate myself.
I might have a future hiking buddy.
Yeah, like I am.
How about that?
I am like ready to go. Like my father-in-law, I think he has. I want to say maybe about 100 miles left of the AT from Georgia to the Smokies. That
Okay.
like I think he said it's about 100 mile section that he wants to get finished, and I'm like, dude, let's go. Um, so I've gone and on my own voluntarily gone out and done some multi-mile hikes while I was out here by myself, and it's
How
been
has that
really
gone?
nice. Yeah, it's elevation
Gone.
has been interesting. It was a lot harder when we first got, just because my body had not like acclimated quite yet. But I'm climbing hills, and
Now, hold on. We're not, we're talking about normal hikes and not your CDT through hike where you summited that, huge mountain, right?
oh yeah, I mean, well, granted, when I took the video of my CDT through hike, I was on the Continental Divide, um, on Independence Pass, which is
Okay.
one of the places that we've been, and it's actually the highest paved road, um, either in the country or the highest paved road that crosses the Continental Divide. I mean, it is really
Okay.
high. It is really high, and uh, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I've been posting more pictures of, let's say, the area that we've been on, not just the hammock pictures that I posted on our HangCon Facebook group, but I mean, it's Colorado just consistently blows me away of just how really wicked sweet everything is, and um, we just left today the Twin Lakes area, and Twin Lakes is kind of in the middle of nowhere. Twin Lakes is almost like a ghost town, literally. They have like a little store, in the nearest town north is Leadville, which is about 30 minutes away, and Buena Vista, which is about 30 minutes south. So you're kind of like in the middle of nowhere with kind of really, really grainy signal at best. But
Okay.
just that area is just so much to explore, and Independence Pass was absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to get back there and just explore like some of the smaller trails, or maybe even some of the longer ones as well. Um, it's just like the mountain ponds, or lakes. I mean, they call them lakes, but I mean they're really glorified ponds. But I mean they're really glorified. Like they are really, really, really cool and really, really
Right.
pretty. And I'll talk about some of the hikes when we get back to our um, recap thing, that hopefully I can drag my wife on for an episode, and
Yeah,
she can
that'll
kind
work.
of uh, take from her side as well, because she had a pretty big milestone that she did while she was out here.
Yeah.
She snagged her first 14er. So and that
Awesome.
was also quite an experience as well. That didn't exactly go the way that they had necessarily planned, but everybody got back safe, and yeah. But the major thing that I kind of really want to talk about is, ever since we left, every single campground that we have been at, I have hammocked. However, not a single one that we've stayed at that I have been able to hang from trees.
Really?
Yes. So
Is
it has
that
been
what is that? Is
stands
that
galore.
their So what there's regulations out there preventing you from even using like a 1 inch strap, 2 inch strap?
Well, it's not just that. The tree situation has been non-existent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, there was when we were at Ridgeway State Park. Um, all Colorado state parks do not let you anchor from trees. Doesn't matter if you have straps or anything. That's kind of like just a blanket policy. And I did look it up,
Okay.
and it wasn't just some angry park ranger. Like
Okay.
it's a legitimate policy. Um, so I had to use, actually at Ridgeway. I used my uh, Yobo Freedom stand. Use that and kind of perfected the use of that when we were in Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Um, there were trees, however, they were really, really small, and I just wouldn't hang from them. So I used my Yobo Freedom stand there as well.
Okay.
And we just came from Twin Lakes, and there you could hang, that's fine, but we didn't have the trees on our particular campsite. The the campground is very hammock friendly as far as the trees and stuff goes, but just our particular site, we just kind of lucked out in the wrong way. Um,
Gotcha.
so, but the thing about that was I was planning on doing a kind of a side by side comparison with the Freedom stand from Yobo and the Tensa Solo, but the ground was so incredibly hard there that the only stakes that I have that would actually drive into the ground that would hold was my Tensa boom stakes, and I only had
Okay.
two of those, and so I only set that up. But I used the
Gotcha.
Tensa Solo for Twin Lakes. Um, but yeah, other than that, I've been using my Yobo Cricket, and but I used my Yobo Cricket at the beginning of the trip just because the Freedom and the Tensa Solo were just still kind of, I haven't really perfected the setup or the staking or the
Okay.
guy lining out. Um, when we were in Florida, the problem was the stakes, where my soil in my backyard is pretty sandy,
Right.
and working on the staking out of, and there's a lot of forces that go into how much force you put in on those stakes depending on the angle of your legs or your monopod. But the cool thing about um, both of those stands, the Freedom and the Tensa Solo, is I have been able to successfully set both of them up, sleep multiple nights in both of them without
Awesome.
falling. And I have used a gathered end and a bridge hammock in both.
Awesome.
So
Now,
yeah, I'm
going back
really excited.
to what you said a second ago about not falling. If I remember correctly, wasn't there a post on Facebook where you had said something about perfecting it, and somebody mentioned something, and you said something about it's a story of a boy and gravity?
So we were at, where were we at? It was earlier in the trip. I think we were in Durango, Colorado.
Okay.
Yes, Durango. And the campsite that we had was really pretty. It was right by the river, but there was no trees. There was no trees, and the soil there was kind of hard, but it was kind of mulchy too. It was just kind of weird.
Okay.
And I had set up, I want to say, the Freedom Stand. And I was using the Peggy Pegs and maybe the boomsticks or some orange screws. I forget which one that I was using. Anyway, so I had it set up. It was great. I was laying in my hammock. Everything seemed fine, but
Until
uh,
it wasn't.
until it wasn't. One of the anchors that was in kind of like the mulchy part of the soil just ripped out,
Right.
and luckily it was a slow descent, but it was a descent. Another issue that I have had to kind of grapple with is kind of the love-hate relationship that I have with a particular type of suspension system, and that is a UCR, or a utility constrictor rope. Those became kind of popular probably about 10 years ago for a little bit. They were kind of like a lighter alternative to a whoopee sling that was supposed to be technically easier to use, and they used less am steel, so they were kind of like cheaper to make. Da 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 da. But the problem is, you absolutely, and I've tried a lot of different ways that people have tried to mitigate this, but you need a separate Prussic loop to kind of hold tension on the buried side of the utility constrictor rope or the UCR.
Gotcha.
Because if you don't have that, if that if like the tree that you're hanging on kind of blows in the breeze and the tension level changes, it will
Right.
drop you. It will
Gotcha.
slide right out. And so you need that Prussic to kind of hold on and be like, whoa, 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 Debbie, let's settle down there. So you could stay up. So once I added the Prussic loops along to the in the tail end of the UCR, I didn't have any more problems with that because now I am not using. I'm trying kind of my own little modification to the Yobo Freedom Stand, so I'm not using the lines that Cal has that comes with it. I'm trying my own little
Gotcha.
thing to see if I can get something to work. And so far it's been really successful once I've gotten the staking down. The staking is the key, the pass fail part of the course. Both stands, the Tensa Solo and the Yobo Freedom Stand, are amazing stands that work incredibly well. I can attest to, I have taken both of them in my day pack on day hikes and had really no problem carrying either one. They both worked really, really well, and they both packed in. I want to say, I don't know this for sure, but I want to say the Freedom Stand packs down just a little bit shorter, but both work incredibly well, and both are very viable options to take on a day hike. So that's
Okay.
fun.
Well, that works.
But yeah, so I had to tell myself because I'm so used to the cricket, and I know that I can set it up, and I know that I'm not going to fall, and
Right.
that's my comfort zone. But I told myself I really really wanted to push because I'm me personally, I'm not going to take a cricket on a day hike.
Right.
So I was like, no, I need to force myself to use both of these stands to get really get comfortable with them because I want to be able to talk to other people about them because I think they're really great stands. I just need to know how to use them. And so it just got to the point where I had to make the decision that I am not going to set up my cricket stand, that I am going to buckle down and use the Freedom Stand and the Solo Stand, and gravity be damned. I'm going to be successful. And luckily, I have figured that out. So yeah,
Well, that's
which has been
plus.
great because, like I said, I have not had trees to hang from, which is kind of sucked.
Where was that one picture? You were actually in your cricket stand. It looked like you was in the middle of a desert.
Oh, so that was in Great Sand Dunes National Park.
Okay. Okay.
So
All right.
I was able to take that right out into the dunes, and see, that's the great thing about the cricket stand. You can just take it and walk with it. You can walk with it set up. You just I don't know. It's just great. It's so mobile, and it's really a go anywhere type of stand.
Yeah, if you don't like where you set it, just pick it up and move it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anchors or pull it out or anything like that. Just set it and you're done.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
All right.
By Rodco.
Yeah, there you go. You also got to meet up with somebody while you was out there, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yes. So our good podcasting buddy Jester was out in the what is it? Well, we met in Ouray, and she was out there to watch one of the races that they had out there, the running races, because these crazy
Okay.
people. It's a 100-mile race, and
On foot? Running.
on foot. Yes, on foot.
Yeah, no. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
no.
run for 100 miles.
Oh no, it's
I'll walk
not
it.
just running. It's not just running. Like my wife was doing her 14er that day.
Yeah.
They were running from the top of Handy's Peak. So not only is it running, they're running downhill like through snow, like high, crazy elevations, elevation loss, elevation gain through scree fields, all that jazz.
That's
It
nuts for
just
100 miles.
doesn't sound like a pro life choice, but
No.
but yeah. So I got to meet up with her. We stopped in Ouray, Colorado, which is a super cool little mountain town, and we went to this place called Maggie's Kitchen, and we had some really amazing burgers. And had some really amazing conversation, and yeah, I got to catch up with her, and yeah, that was really cool.
That's pretty awesome that I mean you're all the way out west and met up with her. That was funny that y'all were in the same place.
Yeah, so another one of my friends that I went to college with, that I've been trying to get her to come to HangCon for a while, and hopefully I'll get her this year. But she also grew up in the mountains of Southwest Virginia. She's an Appalachian mountain snob, just like me. And I kept telling her, like, no, these mountains out here just hit different. Hit different. And she is out playing music with her band, and they were at the Bluegrass Festival in Billings, Montana. And so she was out, and so she got to see Yellowstone, and she's like, I'm never going home. Like, these, just amazing. And so I was like, yeah, I told you, they just hit different. But, so yeah.
Yeah, Deanna's out in California right now.
Okay.
She's out there on a her church had some sort of summit that her and several of the others went to that's just out in California. So of course she's been sending me pictures of, mountains and stuff out that way, while I'm sitting here in Florida dying. While both of y'all are out there having fun and sending me all these wonderful pictures.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, like every year, just how many people do follow our vacations, like through pictures and things like that.
You should start doing a TikTok.
It's been a great trip.
See, that's two things that you need to do. Okay, you need to start doing like little TikTok lives while y'all are on vacation. Just even if you're just driving down the road or whatever, people will love it. And two, knowing that you had another gravity check, I'm going to get you a body camera, and you're gonna have to wear it all the time.
Well, another cool thing about this trip, so our good friend Jason from Walhalla Hammocks, he made the comment that I must have taken, because I had a number of stands with me, a few hammocks. He said, you must have taken like 200 pounds of extra gear and this and the other. I was like, well, what if I did? I'm car camping. I do what I want.
Right.
But I was limited to I think it's a 20-gallon tote that my wife's like, you have this, you can fill this, and that's all you're bringing. So, but I maxed the crap out of that 20-gallon tote.
You put 50 gallons worth of stuff in a 20-gallon tote.
Yeah, I was playing Tetris with things.
Oh, that's funny. Thank God for compression sacks and stuff, huh? All right. This episode is going to be fairly short because this is just going to be like a little teaser episode. That way you're not going
I have
into,
so much.
I know you got right. That's what I was fixing to say. I know you got a lot more that you'll be able to to go into depth and stuff like that, but I also know that you're where you're at, signals kind of hit and miss and all that. So I'm hoping all this turns out good as well. But so if the audio quality is a little different than normal, the reason is because AJ's having to use his phone to do this, and he's in the middle of nowhere. But before you go, AJ, I was actually just looking on our registries for HangCon. And so far we have 130 people that are going to be attending.
That's
Signed
insane.
up. 12 states so far. And now these next two, they're not actual people as far as the numbers goes, but it's the registry. So there's like 10 registries that are first timers. And some of those could be one person, some could be, multiple people. And then 16 registries of people that are coming back for their second year so far.
That's awesome.
So, I don't know if you saw the post that I made the other day, but we have a new vendor that's going to be there. He was there last year, but he was not set up on his own. He was there. He came with Ripstop.
Okay.
And he was set up with them. It's Red Paw Packs. Makes custom backpacks and stuff for dogs and stuff like that as well.
Oh,
I know
cool.
he has like some dog quilts and all that you can actually put on your dog, and it straps to them and to keep them warm and everything. So we're getting new vendors as well. I got a couple more that have reached out to me, and I got to get back with them this weekend. So it's going to be bigger and better this year.
Awesome. So, yeah, absolutely. And I want to say a special thank you to those that have registered and have also bought raffle tickets. That's huge for me and Paul when people do that and do it early. I want to thank a couple of our vendors that have also sent us donations to help with the event, get things rolling. Thank you, Yovo Gear. You guys were number one this year, and actually, you were the first donation for everything. So props to Cal and Kristen for that. Also, thanks to what is it, Suncoast Outdoors?
Suncoast Outdoors. Yep.
Yeah, they also gave us a donation as well.
Yep, that's Lenny, Kathy, and their crew.
Yeah, that always great people. But anybody that has done donations and bought raffle tickets, thank you.
Yep.
And you can hop in on that early bird raffle ticket special that we got going on right now.
That's what I was fixing to say. We got the super early bird going on, which is purchase. You get 7 tickets for $20. And that goes on from now until October 31st. After October 31st at 11:59 p.m., it changes to the early bird, which then drops down to 6 tickets for $20. And that is good until 11:59 p.m. on December 31st. And then after that, it's 5 tickets for $20. And that's all the way up until till the raffle.
Draw time.
Just before the raffle.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Our raffle just always blows me away from not just the scope of it, because it is just something to behold, but just also the generosity of our vendors that really make this happen. So we really appreciate that. To keep HangCon free.
Right. Yep. Yeah, because as long as we keep getting the donations and all that, and none of us, we're not having to front all this stuff out of our pockets, because that might get mighty expensive.
I'm pretty sure that I would be able to keep it for free. Max out my credit card with the cost of HangCon right now.
Yeah, just the food would do that.
Yes.
Well, it would put a dang hurting on it. But so yeah, all the information on the raffle tickets and all that, as far as, how many tickets for the $20 and when that ends, that each special ends and all that, can be found on the HangCon website on the homepage down at the bottom. There's also, the PayPal link and what is it, Venmo and Cash App, that you can scan the QR code and make your donation. Or
I also want to
pay for
say
your raffle
a
tickets
lot
there.
of people that we have coming from all parts of the country. I know a lot of people are asking about, airports to come into, and, rides from the airports, or people are driving in. There is a carpool or group travel thread post on our HangCon Facebook group. If you're one
Yep.
of those people that are driving from out of state, that you wouldn't mind a road pal, just hop on there and see if you can recruit some people that might help pay for your gas to drive down to Florida,
Yeah.
and meet a new friend.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to Dennis from Canoe Hound,
Yeah,
the one we done the live with a
yeah.
while back. He's still trying to get some buddies together so they can come down from Canada and
Hey,
hang
that
out
would
with
be
us.
awesome. That would be awesome. Because I also know we
So
had a Dutch group as well. I mean, not just Dutch wear, because that's a lot of us, but actually like Norwegian Dutch
Dutch, yeah.
group to come over as well. So that would be make HaneCon international. That would be really awesome.
Yep. There may be a UK group as well. Somebody reached out to
Sweet.
me a while back. So that they're trying to get a group together to come over as well. So
What have we done? What have we done?
5-year.
5-year plan.
That's funny. What are we shooting for this year? At least 500?
Oh, oh, oh.
Come on, we were at
I'm
400
really happy.
last year.
I'm
We
really.
were at
I
400
mean,
last year. No, we can't get stagnant. 500 minimum.
Man, you're gonna make my anxiety go up.
Okay, everybody, y'all got to help me out, and it's funny seeing AJ stressed. I know y'all can't see him because this is just a podcast, just audio.
Why are we friends?
Yeah, I know, right? But it's quite funny to see him stressed. So I need everybody's help to spread the word about HangCon so we can get at least 500 people there this year. If we can do that, and I start seeing the stress on AJ, we'll start. I'll start videoing that stuff and we'll start posting it up.
I mean, if we hit like 500 people there, Tensa and Yobo, you better stock up on a moving truck, because we're gonna need a lot of stands.
All right. Right. That's funny. So, all right, AJ. Well, I'm not going to keep you because I know you're on your vacation and stuff like that, so I don't want to bug you too much. I'm sure. Well, I started to say I'm sure Don and the kids are missing you, but they might.
I'm sure they're not. At this point.
But have a good rest of your vacation. I'm sure I'll chat with you a couple of times, before you start heading back and everything. But y'all just have fun, be safe out there, and we will chat more whenever you get back.
Yeah, and if you're interested in seeing some of my pictures that are not necessarily hammock related, and a shameless plug, my Instagram is AJGLENN03, and hit me up on Instagram, and you can see some more pictures of some of the awesome places that I've been to here in Colorado this year.
That'll work. Alrighty then, AJ. Well, you have fun. Tell the family I said hey, and keep posting some pictures, and we will talk to you later.
All right. Thank you much, Paul.
All right, everybody. I will make sure to put AJ's personal Instagram link on the in the show notes as well. That way, if you want to follow him, you can stalk him there as well. And like I said a minute ago, help me spread the word about HangCon so we can have a little fun with AJ. And until next week, happy hanging, everyone.